Hello everyone and welcome to our latest Your Wellbeing Matters podcast. My name's Emma Winter, Retention and Wellbeing Lead here at Oxleas.
Hi, I'm Vimi, I'm a carer, I'm part of the Involved team and I'm also a volunteer for Oxleas.
Thank you for joining us everybody. So this week we're going to be talking about wellbeing during the festive period. So we're really asking you to kind of embrace your kind selves, think about good deeds that you could offer at Christmas to promote your well-being, enhance your own well-being, but also the well-being of others. And I think this time of year, isn't it, it's so busy, isn't it? And you kind of forget the real purpose of Christmas and the festive period and what it's really about. So we are really thinking this week around good deeds, and we'll be sharing ideas of what that kind of looks like and what you could do. So Vimi's joined us and we're going to be talking about volunteering, and we're looking for you to share your kind of experiences and why you got into volunteering, how it makes you feel. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so basically I was a stay-at-home mum. By profession I'm a teacher, but I developed some physical health issues.
Okay.
So going into teaching was really not an option. And I did, the kids were older now, they were going to university, so I didn't want to get out of the
Flown
bat.
the nest.
I did, yeah, so I didn't want to, I didn't want to.
You.
Yeah. So I wanted to stimulate my brain. I didn't want to just sit at home and do nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
even if I'm sitting at home, I'm not doing nothing. I'm, doing cooking, cleaning and DIY, and I think that was causing a lot of my physical health issues. I think a friend suggested that I go into volunteering, and started with Mind in Bexley, Mind in Orpington, and then this role for the admin team in Green Park's House Home Treatment team came up, and honestly it's been the best thing I've done, and it's been a blessing in disguise.
Oh, that's lovely. And do you think that kind of gives you other benefits, like meeting people and things?
Definitely. I mean, there's the obvious ones that everybody says, you volunteer and, or you offer up your time for everyone else, and you're meeting new people, you're gaining new skills, and you're gaining confidence. That's what, everybody that's what generally says. But really, honestly speaking, I'm gaining a lot, and people don't see what you gain. You go out to help others. But, I mean, it's personality, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I think you're kind of a people person, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a people person, so I love to chit and chat, and I love to get to know everybody and anybody, and I love helping people.
Yeah.
So I thrive on that, and it puts a smile on my face. That smile on my face helps me internally, and I think that's what people don't realise, that when you help someone and you see they're smiling and you see you've benefited them, internally you just feel good about yourself, and that just increases mental well-being, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's that peace, I think you mentioned before. It gives you that sort of peace, and when you're like that and you want to help others, it brings you that sense of satisfaction and connection as well. You're connecting with those people, especially if you are a people person as well.
Yeah, of course.
And I think sometimes we were saying like the small things can go a long way, the small gestures, even if it's leaving like some, a thank you note for a colleague, or one of the things I've done is when I go out and visit people around Oxley sites, I can see how busy they are. And there's been occasions where I've said, actually, would you just like me to make you a hot drink? And wow, that really, really went a long way. They're busy, they can't leave the reception desk, or not. It's not as easy to access things like that. So those little things really made their day, and it does go a long way. And I think this week we're going to be sharing ideas around those sort of good deeds that we could do. So we've kind of talked about volunteering services, but there's also other things. So donating, so it could be that you're donating things to a food bank. It could be lots of other things and lots of other ideas.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think that, the small things, like you were saying, even a smile or calling someone over the phone, when you're sitting at home, it's not going to be time consuming, because I can see that a lot of people don't have time, and everybody values their time these days. So, pick up a phone, check on your neighbours, check on your friends, check on your family. It's so small.
Yeah, I think we will say that, we also recognise this time of year can be quite difficult. So, people do feel isolated. loneliness, people going through bereavement, but also financially challenging as well. You know, it can be a very stressful time of year where you've got paying out for certain things, or, you know, families wanting certain things and you get that guilt and you can't be able to afford it and things like that. So there's a lot going on, and we're going to be sharing resources this week on how to cope with those sort of things at Christmas. And I think we were also talking about when we want to help people, some people get that standoffish. They think, what do I need to do? What are you asking of me? Yeah. People get a bit protective, would you say?
Yeah, I had that with, you know, some people that I know. I don't really want to name and shame, but when I was being... Yeah, they probably won't see this. Is my neighbours, actually.
You just named and shamed.
Yeah, when I first moved in, and me being, I'm a, you know, people person, and I like to help people, and I'm friendly, and I like to chit and chat, they just were, you know, and I think even my son gave me an example where he was offering his seat to an elderly woman, and she screamed at him. She said, "What do you think? Do you think I'm this old that I need a chair?" Oh. And she was. So I think, I don't know what's happened.
It's hard to read, isn't it?
It's difficult to see. So people do think, you know, there's those people who don't want help and are like, I can do this all myself. And there's people who are like, oh, why is she helping? But, you know, Emma, what I was going to say earlier is that one of the things that I think that is good for us to help each other and other people is that there is this sense of what goes around comes around.
Yes.
I honestly believe that if you help someone, however small and big it is, it will come. You will get something good will come back.
Yeah, no, I like that as well. And yeah, I think it's just gauging, you know, the relationship you've got with that person and what feels comfortable around helping them and things like that. But the fact that you've even offered, I think sometimes even goes a long way. If people decline it, that's also fine as well. And we're actually going to be asking you to share good deeds. So if there's any of these good deeds or acts of kindness over the next few weeks you would like to share with us, we would like you to send in some photos or some words on, you know, those experiences and people receiving those good wishes. So at the end of your good deeds, and then we'll be doing a draw, and you could win a pamper hamper. So if you want to pamper yourself, or if you would like to gift it to someone else as well, in time for the festive period, we're going to be running that as well. But I think also, you know, on the pamper hamper, you know, if you do decide to keep it for yourself, that's about self-care. Yeah. Sometimes we're very good at giving, but actually it's okay. It's okay to do self-care and practice self-care, because you can't look after others unless you look after yourself. So I think that's something we're going to be talking about this week as well, and that it's okay to do that. You know, and you don't want to burn out, and it's just making sure that internally you're also okay with yourself as well. So thank you for joining us. Hopefully that's given everybody some information on what they can be getting up to in the next few weeks in terms of goodwill. If you would like more information on volunteering services, please visit the Ox, but we'd also love to hear your ideas. And we really hope you enjoy your festive season. Stay warm and look after each other, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you.